This has already clearly been a challenging time for retailers from coast to coast to coast as restrictions are put into place across the country to try to tamp down COVID-19. In the province of Ontario, full expectations that we will see even stricter lockdown measures being announced today to kick in on Christmas Eve. What will this mean for retailers at a very key time? Let's bring in Sarah Jordan, the CEO of Mastermind Toys. And let's start there, Sarah, sorry. Obviously, it's been a challenging year, and it looks like it could get more challenging for retailers, particularly in Ontario, but other parts of this country before this is all over.
Well, thanks for having me, Greg. And why don't I share some things that we're seeing this holiday in terms of some trends. When I was speaking to Amanda on Black Friday, Mastermind Toys had certainly anticipated a curbside Christmas, and that is definitely what's playing out almost 4 weeks later. I can say that that's what we're seeing. In our stores where foot traffic is still permitted to be open, we're seeing our customers choose this adventure, and so curbside represents the highest growth experience this year. Curbside and web alone in December is representing a 5 times growth this December versus last. And while there's only 3 full shopping days left before the holidays, customers are certainly looking to get that last minute item to go under the tree, but we're also seeing customers prepare for home beyond the holidays. We know that lockdowns are likely to continue and that also the school break is going to be extended. And so our customers are looking to us to really support that remote learning and also to keep young minds active and engaged. And then finally, I'd like to share a trend with you that really speaks to what we've been seeing all of 2020, not just during the holidays. Canadians are certainly reimagining the way they work, live, and play. And we're seeing the emergence of a weekday warrior. We're noticing customers come out and try to get items off their to-do list before the weekend. And so the weekends aren't all they used to be. And we're seeing our highest growth day year over year being Tuesday, followed by Wednesday. So that's some of the trends that we're seeing, even heading into further restrictions, likely this week and beyond into January.
Yeah, what does that mean for sales? Because it does occur to me that toys seem to be the kind of item where you don't have to try it on. You don't have to, your kid, my boys are teenagers now, but your kids want a certain toy and you can just get it for them without having to worry about it not fitting. I mean, so have you seen much of a disruption in terms of what you would expect in terms of sales this time of year?
Well, November actually was our highest sales November in all of our company's 36-year history. In November, we experienced a 25% growth year over year. And that is consistent with what the NPD group is saying for toys in Canada, is that in November, there was double-digit growth. To your point, customers were looking for that item that their kids wanted. And so they were pulling that holiday shopping forward. We gave our customers permission to shop early. And certainly we know that that's some of the December growth coming into November. That being said, December is painting a very different picture. 50% of our stores coast to coast are constrained. 25% of our stores are open to curbside only. And so that is certainly impacting our financials. And just to put all of 2020 into perspective, Mastermind Toys will have been closed 4 out of the 12 months this year.
Okay, so definitely some very real challenges there. And it doesn't seem that these challenges are going to lift in the next several months. So what's the longer term plan for Mastermind when you take a look at what we all hope society looks like by spring or summer or fall of 2021? How do you sort of seize on these opportunities and use this time to better prepare for what's to come?
Well, certainly the demand and what you're talking about is how do you prepare for the future? The demand is really coming from digitally assisted sales. So whether a customer starts online and ends online or starts online and meets us curbside, that is really where the biggest change is happening. And I have to tell you, Greg, that this is really a tremendous pivot and adaptation for the Mastermind Toys store associates. I have to give them tremendous credit for adapting and meeting the customers the way they want to be met. 6 months ago, we did not have contactless curbside. And so you can imagine what we've been focusing on this year and likely into next is continuing on our digital reinvention. Curbside for us has been a pivot almost daily. We've had to continue to reimagine that journey. We've had greeters at our front door, additional phone lines. Our teams have been coming in early and staying late. And so certainly there's an opportunity to continue to fine tune that shopping experience into 2021. But I have to tell you, this is no one's ideal shopping holiday experience. And so we owe the Mastermind store associates a big thanks for everything they're doing to innovate on this. And then also I would say is that we know we gave customers an opportunity to pull some of this experience forward, but certainly there's still that last minute shopper. And so I believe that 2021 will continue to have partnerships in early December, we launched a partnership with Instacart to allow for same-day delivery without even leaving your home in almost 95% of our stores. And so I really believe that partnerships will be a big opportunity in 2021 as we continue to innovate to meet Canadians' needs.
Now, of course, it's one thing to have the avenues to sell toys and products to people. Of course, you want to see the demand. I know over the years, Mastermind has been behind some pretty big brands that were in high demand during the holiday season. I'm out of touch now. All my kids care about is playing video games. But what do the young kids want these days?
Well, Greg, I'm sure you would love our Happy Ukulele. I know you're a big guitar fan, so I was hoping that you'd ask me a little bit about toys. And your boys are older. It sounds like they're into video games. The hottest toy this season by far is Super Mario Lego. It is Lego meets video games, and it is certainly flying off the shelves. At Mastermind, I'd also say that we're seeing a lot of growth in remote control. And so we have some Light Hawk items that work really well in the snow. And this is also part of families buying not only for the holidays, but also for what's likely to be remote learning. And so any tool that supports families not only turn their backyards into recess or their basements into science experiments, those types of items are certainly continuing to peak this year. And then I would also say Mastermind Toys this year has not only focused on kids, but also kids at heart. And we're seeing a real demand for puzzles, but also games. I know Canadians will be reinventing how they spend their holidays. And so game time and creating new traditions around the kitchen table or around the living room is certainly going to happen this year.
Before I let you go, I wanted to ask you, does Netflix having a hit show about a woman playing chess against the highest level players in the world, do you see that kind of thing in one area translating the demands for chessboards in the other area? I know a lot of people have been talking about getting a chessboard.
Absolutely. Actually, our chess games have been up over 20%, and our books that support how kids learn to play chess has also been up double digits. And so certainly when there's a hit show like that, not only does it impact kids, but also kids at heart. And we're a destination for games. And so certainly we're seeing this trend in our stores coast to coast.
All right. Interesting stuff. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us, and have a happy holiday when it finally comes for you. Sarah Jordan is the CEO of Mastermind Toys.